Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I'm gonna do a fast food mukbang today. We went to get McDonald's. It's been a while since I've eaten McDonald's. So, yeah, we got some McDonald's. We got the Big Sky bundle. So, I got some fries and some nuggets and a Big Mac. I have an interesting story today. I'm going to tell you guys about the first time that I snuck out and got away with it. I actually got away with it for my first time. I never really, I think I only got caught sneaking out once, and I was already graduated at the time, so I really didn't get in trouble for it. Well, I did, but I didn't get like kicked out or anything. So we're gonna start with the very first time I snuck out. It's been so long. So yeah, I'm gonna be snacking as we go along. So, I'm gonna have one nugget and a couple of fries before I start my video, before I start telling the story. Hold up. Oh my god, my butt fell off. Oops. I don't like Big Mac sauce, so I didn't get Big Mac sauce. I just grabbed a plain Big Mac with cheese and some lettuce. The only thing I hate about getting Big Macs is how much lettuce they freaking put into the Big Mac. It's gross. Okay. One second, guys. So, I have a Sprite here. Okay, so to start the story, this was back in 2015, I believe. I was a sophomore in high school, and I had been texting this. I wasn't a troublemaker, mind you. I didn't sneak out. I didn't go to parties. I didn't hang out. I didn't have very many friends. I was just kind of the geeky kid in my family that just like focused on school. So, yeah. And then I met this boy. We were only friends. We weren't like dating or talking or anything. We were just friends. But out of nowhere one night, he texted me. He's like, "Hey, have you ever snuck out before?" And I was like, "No, of course not. I don't sneak out." And he's just like, "Well, you should try it." And I'm like, "No." I told him no like 4 times. And then he's like, "Oh, please, like, I just want to hang out. I promise." He's like, "Let's make a deal. If you sneak out, we won't do anything. Like, I won't try and force you to do anything. We'll just hang out." I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." Only because, you know, I don't get into trouble. So this was like exciting, you know. I guess it was like something new to do. And so I decided to do it. Long story short, I go about my day, and it like 11 rolls around, and I'm waiting for my parents to go to sleep because my parents, I only have a small window to sneak out because my parents, they go to bed at such different times. They don't always go to bed early. They don't always go to bed late. It just depended on the day. And then at that, my dad, if he went to bed early, went to bed late, he still had to be up in the morning because he worked in the oil field. So you just never really knew. So I'm like, okay, I have this window of time. I asked my dad, I was like, "Hey Dad, what time do you work tomorrow?" And he's just like, "Oh, I'm I'm probably gonna head to work at I'm probably gonna get up around 4. And I was like, okay, so I have till 4 to get back home. Well, 3:30 just to be safe, and then depending on whatever time they fell asleep. So they ended up falling asleep around 11:30, and I'm like, my parents are just getting to bed. You know, park at the Alamo store at lunchtime at midnight, and he's just like, oh, okay, I'll be there at midnight. The Alamo store is it's like probably like 2 houses down from where I live. It's a little grocery convenience store type of thing, and yeah, so that's where I went to sneak out. I can't remember if it was shut down at that time. I don't think it was. I don't know. But anyways, so midnight rolls around, and I'm like, I have 3 obstacles. 4 obstacles. So I shared a room with my little sister. She's a pretty heavy sleeper, so I wasn't really worried about that. But I had to get ready, and then like sneak out of the room without her noticing. Because the weird thing about her is that if she's not all the way asleep, she'll wake up and be like, "Where are you going?" You know. So I had to make sure that I got out of there quietly, and it didn't look like I was gonna sneak out. I had to make sure I was still in pajamas and stuff. So I made it out of the room. And then my second obstacle was to get past my parents' room. So my parents' room is right near the stairs because we live upstairs. We have an upstairs house. And my parents' room is right near the stairs. The sucky thing about our house is that our stairs squeak and my mom wakes up for everything. My mom is such a light sleeper. So I had to get past my mom, which worried me, of course. And then after I got past that, I was like, okay, I have 2 more obstacles. At this point, I have to figure out if I'm going out the windows or the doors, because I can't go out the doors. I knew I couldn't because they're too loud. And the back door is right under my parents' room. My parents' room is upstairs right above it. And I know they'd hear it for sure. So, and I was like, no, I can't go out the front door because it's right above my room and my sister will hear it and I'll get snitched on. So at this point, I only have 2 options. I have my bathroom window, the bathroom window downstairs, or I have the window in the living room. And the window in the living room was my best option because the bathroom window is so loud and it's like directly next to the bathroom. I mean the back door. So the chance of my mom hearing it would be way higher. So at this point, my only decision is to go out the window. Well, my only smart decision. So I went out the window, and that's my 3rd obstacle. My 4th obstacle was my mom's dogs. My mom's dogs are so annoying. They are so loud and they bark for everything. So, and the worst thing about it is my mom is such a light sleeper. If she hears a dog barking and she gets suspicious, all she has to do is look out the window and I'm done. So I'm like, okay, I either have to walk quietly or run. I have 2 choices. So I ended up walking quietly past the gravel, and then when I got onto the street, I just booked it. I got to his truck and I was just like, oh my god, I don't even want to go anymore. But at this point, I had gotten all past all the obstacles. My best, choice is to just go and, not make any, not go back home and make noise right now. So I took off. We went out. We like cruised around, and then for a couple of hours, and then went to his house and we hung out and we were just talking. It was honestly fun because we were just hanging out. It was literally just 2 friends hanging out. And then it got super late. It was like probably like 2:30, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. He's like, okay, that's fine. So I ended up laying down. Next thing you know, I'm asleep. I'm out. I didn't even realize that I was asleep. And I guess he fell asleep. He ended up falling asleep too. So I wake up at probably like 5 in the morning, and I'm just like, oh my god, my mom has to know I'm gone because my dad was probably up and out at work. So I'm terrified. I wake him up and I'm like, you have to take me home. I have to figure out how I'm gonna get home. And he's just like, oh, I'll take you. And I'm like, you can't drop me off in front of my house. You have to drop me off a little bit far away so I can walk to my house. It's still kind of dark outside, so he's like, I don't want to leave you a block away and not know if you made it home. He's like, I'll park in the alley and you walk and home and I'll text you. Hold on, guys. Okay, he's with his dad. I was like, I'll walk. He was like, I'll drop you right here. You walk to the alleyway, through the alleyway, and text me when you get there safe. I won't leave until you text me that you're home safe. So I was like, okay. So I have my phone in my pocket, and I take my phone out and lay it on this little like table that's out in the front yard, in the front porch, and I lay it there just so it's not making noise when I get into the window. And I peek in the window to make sure that my dad's not up. I can see somebody upstairs. I can see them like walking around. And I know it's my dad because my dad is up for work and his truck is out there. So I know that he's still home. And oh, I'm so terrified. I'm like, they have to know I'm gone because they're up there walking around. And I'm like, I'm just gonna have to just jump in just real fast. So I like fling the window up as fast as I could and jumped in and closed it. And then I see him say, oh babe, I'm getting ready to go. And my mom's like, oh, okay. He was already halfway down the stairs. And she's like, come give me a kiss. So he walks back upstairs. And then I hide in the bathroom. And he's like, okay, I'm leaving. Bye, I love you. And he walks back down the stairs. I can hear him because this bathroom is like directly under the stairs. So he's like, oh, I love you, whatever. And then I'm like, you know what? I better go to the closet because my dad won't look in the closet. But he might come to the bathroom. Something in my body told me just go to the closet instead of the bathroom because there's a possibility he'll come to the bathroom. So he's like, he ends up like just kind of creeping around the downstairs for a little bit. And I'm just like, when he goes into the kitchen, I'm like, now's my chance to get into the closet. So I get into the closet next to the bathroom, like on the, it's like the bathroom and then like the door to close the bathroom and then across the hall, it's the closet. So I'm in that closet. And he walks into the bathroom and he like uses the bathroom or whatever. Oh no, he washes his face and brushes his teeth. The door is open. I can see him because the door's cracked. I can see him washing his face, like rinsing his face kind of. And then like he opens the door and turns off the light. And I thought he saw me because he just like, it was like the direct line of vision when he walked out. But I think that's just like his vision just being straight. And anyways, he walked past and like went outside or whatever. And at this point, I'm terrified. I'm petrified because I'm in like cute clothes. I'm in like a cute skinny jeans and a t-shirt and my makeup's done and my hair's done. So I'm like, he's gonna know, you know. But he ended up not catching me. So I got upstairs. I started creeping upstairs and my mom's like, Jada, is that you? And I'm like, oh, I'm caught. And she's like, come here. And I was like, yeah, what? She's like, why are you getting ready for school this early? Because it was a school night when I went. I don't know why, but it was school morning and it was like 6 o'clock. And I was like, why are you ready for school this early? I was like, oh, I wanted to get up early. I couldn't sleep. And so, yeah. And she's just like, okay. Oh my God, I haven't even eaten. She's like, okay. I could tell she was suspicious, but she didn't really have any proof that I snuck out, so. And then, like 2 minutes later, she's like, bring me your phone. I realized that my phone is not with me. I left it on the table in the porch. I'm just like, I don't have my phone. I left it in the truck last night to charge. I don't know. I pulled that excuse out of my ass because I was like so scared. And she's like, well, go get it. I'm like, okay. So ran downstairs, opened the front door. I grabbed my phone. The weirdest thing is my dad didn't see the phone there. And my flashlight was on my phone. So I was like, I can't believe he missed it. But he did. And so the good thing was that I deleted me and this guy's conversation like before I met up with him, because just in case I did get caught, she didn't have any proof that I was talking to anybody. Anyways, she goes to my phone. She's like, okay, you can go or whatever. So I wake my sisters up for school. My sister's like, why are you wearing my jeans? Because they were her jeans. Well, we both have the same pair of jeans, except hers are like half a size bigger than mine. So I was like, oh, I just wanted baggy jeans. And she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, but you were wearing those last night. I was like, no, I wasn't. She's like, yeah, because when I woke up, you were getting ready and you were wearing them. I was like, that wasn't last night. That was this morning. And she's just like, oh, okay. I was so scared I was going to get caught, but I didn't. And all these things, all these close calls, and they barely missed. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Anyways, But yeah, anyways. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy story. My mom still doesn't know to this day that I snuck out that night. She'll probably watch this video and be like so ashamed of me, but I mean, I was a kid. And I've learned from my mistakes, Mom. But yeah, so if you like my story, like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications when I post. Later, guys.